How to install Designersplash. Ensure the area is smooth, clean and dry. You can use alcohol wipes to clean the area prior to install. Measure the area Designersplash is going to cover. Make sure you include any power points and take into consideration Designersplash jointers and trims if applicable. Mark the measurements on the reverse side of the panel. To avoid possible reflection differences, we recommend installing the panels in the same direction as marked by the arrows on the protective masking. Note, if any electrical works are to be performed, this should be carried out by a certified electrician. If you have an electrical or induction hob, a minimum of 30mm setback from the rear edge of the cooktop is recommended. If Designersplash is going to be used behind a gas hob, ensure that there is 110mm clearance from the rear burner to the surface of Designersplash. Make sure that you are working on the reverse side of the panel. Cut your panels using a circular saw with aluminium cutting blades. For power points, use a drill for the corners, then use a jigsaw to cut out the edges. If you're using Designersplash corner jointers or trims, these will need to be cut to size using a drop saw with an aluminium blade. Test the position by applying the panel against the area without using any bonding materials. Once satisfied, remove the protective masking on the reverse side. Apply double-sided tape on the area in vertical strips, 400mm apart. Then for fixing Designersplash onto jibboard, apply HB Fuller Toolbox Original or other MS Neutral Cura silicone adhesive with a caulking gun in a zigzag pattern between the vertical strips of double-sided tape. Or for concrete block, tiles, glass or stainless steel, use HB Fuller high-tack adhesive. Optional step. If you've chosen to use Designersplash decorative trims, place a bead of silicone along the top edge of the panel and then place the trim cut to size on the top of the splashback. External and internal corner jointers will also need to be installed prior to the Designersplash sheet using a bead of silicone. Fix the Designersplash onto the wall and apply even pressure across the panel. Leave for a few minutes before carefully removing the protective masking on the face of the Designersplash. Apply a silicone cure between the benchtop and the splashback to avoid any moisture leakage. Also seal the edges of the splashback if you're not using Designersplash decorative trims. For more information, visit our website nova.com.au.